Hi, so I'm starting a short series that's going to break down the 7 foundations that kind of sit underneath all of our training at 100 Bricks, because at the heart of everything we do, we help you and your teams to be more productive by understanding the science that proves how we're often less productive than we could be, so that we can be the exception to the rule, to get more done in less time, to think better so your financial results are better, to think better so your best people stay long and perform better. And at the heart of all this is this fact, that your brain is your biggest productivity tool. It's not your diary system, not your tech that predicts your workflows, not your to-do list. In a knowledge economy and in a VUCA world, so volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous, the biggest resource a business has to either waste or to capitalise on is the thinking power of its people. Because once a minute of thinking time's gone, it's gone. And science suggests we're not always using that thinking time brilliantly. Now, you might have heard a statistic that we've got somewhere between 20,000 and 60,000 thoughts a day, and that up to 95% of those are repeated thoughts and up to 80% of those thoughts are negative. Now, science evolves. Good studies are peer-reviewed, and yet there's debate about those exact percentages. But let's not get hung up on whether it's exactly 95% of our thoughts that are recycled or 80% of them that are negative. Because your brain would love us to get hung up on that. Our brains would love to say, well, if that statistic's not perfect, I don't need to listen to it. So please don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. This is what this one here is all about. Because whether it's 95% or simply the vast majority, the uncomfortable truth is this. Most of your thoughts today are the same ones you had yesterday. And a significant number are what psychologists call NATs, negative automatic thoughts. They just pop in, they feel true, and if you tell yourself something often enough, you start to believe it. Now that's both amazing, but also slightly terrifying, because it means you might not be as productive as you could be, not because you're lazy, but because you're re-rehearsing yesterday. But here's the opportunity. The magic happens when you notice that you're in the middle of that sort of thinking, when you realise, oh, I'm replaying that conversation again, or, oh, I'm telling myself that story again. Because at that moment you get a choice. You can continue telling yourself the same thing that you told yourself yesterday, or you can think something new, something useful, something productive that's about the future. And that's Bricks 1. If your brain is your biggest productivity tool, then noticing how you do it is a key foundation. Hopefully that helps you or somebody you know today to think better.